What would you say are the four most serious problems facing Uganda? High levels of corruption comes up. High rate of unemployment comes up. Increasing poverty levels.
If elections were held today, President Museveni would beat his closest rivals, Dr. Kizza Besigye and Amama Mbabazi, with 51%. The poll conducted between 19th December 2015 to 10th January 2016, however, shows a reduction in Museveni's support compared to the last poll conducted by the same pollster firm 5 months ago. The poll also reveals that 4% are undecided voters. This 4% could tilt the scale either in favor of the president or agonizingly deny him a 50% threshold required to win in the first round. The poll indicates that Museveni's support has dropped from 55% to 51%. Besigye has gained from 17% to 32%. Mbabazi's support has also dropped by 1% from 13% to 12%. Abed Wanika is at 1%, Professor Venantius Bariamreva 0.2%, Major General Benon Biraro 0.1%, Joseph Mabirizi 0.1%, Maureen Chalia 0.04%, undecided 4%, declined to mention 0.4%. So what could have changed? Former Internal Security Officer Charles Romshana attributes Besigye's gains to the regime's repressive tactics, largely targeting Mbabazi.
The concentration of Mr. Museveni's firepower was on Mr. Amama Mbabazi, and they forgot all about Besigye, because that's what they wanted anyway. They had wanted that narrative that Mr. Besigye was the second run-up and is always easy to beat.
When asked who between Besigye and Museveni they would vote, 53% said they would vote Museveni. 39% said they would vote Besigye. When asked whom they would vote between Mbabazi and Museveni, 57% said they would vote Museveni. 24% said they would vote Mbabazi. 12% said they would vote neither of the two. 4% of the respondents remain undecided. 3% preferred not to give an answer. The post-nomination poll sampled 2,685 respondents of registered voters in 89 districts, a majority of whom were rural dwellers.
We wanted to know whether there is money already in the population to buy votes or to influence voters. And you can say only 10% says we've at least accessed this a little money, and 90% say not yet, it hasn't started raining.
Amongst the respondents, 96% said they would vote were the election to be held today. The survey reveals that political instability, vote rigging, and intimidation by security officers are the biggest fears as we move into the general election. The respondents were also asked, do you trust the following institutions to act impartially as far as their role during presidential election is concerned? 47% said they did not trust the Electoral Commission to be fair in 2016, while 46% believed they would do a fair job. Another 47% doubted policy's impartiality, while 46% say they are objective. 57% believe the army is impartial, while 34% claim the army is partisan. 49% trust intelligence services to be impartial, while 38% claim they are biased. The poll reaffirms that Museveni enjoys support amongst women, the uneducated, and those within the 50 and above age bracket. Besigye, on the other hand, is popular among the urban and the youth. When asked if they thought the 2016 presidential election would be free and fair, 53% of those interviewed said yes, 39% don't think the election will be free and fair, 19% say they don't know, and 7% preferred not to give an answer. The survey also reveals that there will be 34% new voters. Over the last two elections under multi-party politics, the voter turnout in Uganda has been decreasing. With just 28 days to the general election, 45% of those who are polled say they do not know the date and the month when this election will take place, which raises concern and eyebrows on whether this percentage will not affect the voter turnout. Shiran Huchre, NTV, Kampala.